What is good, everyone? It's Zigzag here. Welcome back to another Geoguessr video. Today I'm going to be reacting to some more Geoguessr clips. And so instead of necessarily reacting to the best players in the world, I'm going to be reacting to the top Geoguessr clips on Twitch. So a lot of these clips aren't actually Geoguessr related, but are just people kind of chatting about other stuff halfway through. Particularly looking at this Clint Stevens fella for some of his. And so I got my mods to go through and check which ones were gameplay related, and hopefully I, as a pro player, can give you some insight into how interesting or impressive these clips are. So the first clip of the day comes from one of the legends of YouTube and Twitch, Northern Lion, and he was playing some Geoguessr duels, so let's see exactly what's going on with Northern Lion. And I actually really love watching Northern Lion because he has such a great general knowledge, and he is actually pretty good at Geoguessr for someone who doesn't study anything. So let's see how he goes here. It's titled Welcome to Southern Chile.
We're in Peru. Is there something we could glean from this?
Okay, so for anyone who's a little bit less experienced on Geoguessr, we just saw the Kyrgyzstan Google car. And his idea of Peru does somewhat make sense here, but with that Google car, you can never be there. So let's see what happens here.
This is not Peru, this is southern Chile.
Okay, again, southern Chile definitely making sense with this landscape, but not with the Google car.
I can get myself in a damn TikTok too. Welcome to southern Chile. Sand and snow, welcome to Chile. That's Kyrgyzstan. That one.
Okay, yeah, it was Kyrgyzstan. There we go. That one just goes to show that, you know, you can have a really good vibe for the game, but if you don't know some of these specific meta clues, then it's going to be a lot harder for you. And in all fairness to Northern Lion there, that was a pretty good guess were it not for that. Okay, next clip comes to us from Distant Coder. Not someone I've heard of before, but let's check out what he's going to say about this round.
You know what? This looks like Eswatini grass to me.
That is pretty impressive. I don't know how experienced Distant Coder is, but Eswatini grass certainly is a thing. For whatever reason, you get this golden grass all around the country, and this guy apparently knew about it, which is pretty impressive, especially if he's a newer player.
Looks like Eswatini grass.
He goes for it, and he gets it. And I bet the chat liked that, especially if they didn't know he's good at Geoguessr. Seems like they did. And, yeah, have to be happy with yourself. That was an example of quite a strange Geoguessr clue, but quite a fun one nonetheless. Let's head through to Chicago Geography here, who is here captured making a common Geoguessr mistake. I think I've seen this one before, but let's run it.
Hawaii flag? Dude, Hawaii needs to change their flag. I don't know.
Okay, yeah, they got the Union Jack on their flag in Hawaii.
Why they still have the freaking Union Jack on there. Come on, Hawaii, get it together.
Okay, so we've got the red buildings and everything, pretty obvious Sweden here.
Either that or just become an independent.
And he goes in the UK.
Why am I... Dude, I said Union Jack and I clicked on the UK.
Yeah, this has happened to me multiple times. I don't know if I've ever, like, thrown a 50 streak on such a guess before, which is really rough. Like, a 50 streak is not nothing. It takes a while to get to 50. But to be talking about a country and then just automatically guess that same country the next round when it totally isn't there, and, you know, Chicago Geographer is a good player. He's never missing this. The whole clip is just so funny to me. So definitely feels bad, but it definitely created a great Geoguessr clip at the same time. Okay, next up here we are moving back to Northern Lion, who has a few clips on this list. Now Northern Lion, as I said, is a pretty good player, so this one is titled Geoguessr God. I'm expecting some better guesses this time. Okay, so first one here.
We're
So
probably in Uganda.
Ooh. So we had a Google car that's specific to Uganda. I highly doubt that Northern Lion actually knows Ugandan car meta, especially because if you look in the bottom right corner of the screen here, we have the old Geoguessr map, meaning this clip is at least like over a year old, probably a bit older, even still. So it just goes to show that this guy really does have the vibes down sometimes. So
red.
Let's see if he actually goes there.
That's not Uganda. Red soil. We should...
Oh, and he gets it.
Ooh, get on, son.
That is a really impressive guess. I really highly doubt that he knew any car meta there. That is just purely vibes, and you know, this is just one highlight. Obviously, he's not always getting Uganda like this, but this is a really impressive guess nonetheless. I think without car meta there, I probably would miss that. So that's a really good guess.
All skill, baby, all skill.
He's so charismatic. I like the guy.
Call me son one more time.
Okay, what's he got next?
Eastern Europe.
Eastern Europe looks good.
This is just like a skill difference. Like when you're the best to ever do it. You know what? This is Lithuania because we see blurs.
Oh, he does know a little bit of meta.
But it's obviously not Germany, which means this is Lithuania.
So for those of you who are unfamiliar, in Lithuania you get these tiny little blurs everywhere. It's not really explained why. It must be something to do with how they configured the cameras. But yeah, fascinatingly, it occurs there very commonly, and this guy knows. And it was Lithuania. There you go.
A legend.
He is a legend. That's very true. And a really good clip, like 2 very, very solid guesses in a row on rounds that I couldn't say I necessarily would have gotten. Okay, next up here, we are with our good friend Hey Pando, one of the legends of the GeoGuessr community. Just the energy this guy brings to everything he does is so cool. And let's see here. It says, I'm just going to send it. Looks like we might be in Guatemala, which if you didn't know is Pando's favorite country to guess in. So let's see how he goes on this squat round.
So. I think Guac could like really have anything in a way. But Duck, you remember that road that I threw? Like it was like we were on like a 40 and it was, I said Ecuador and it was Guatemala on that really wide road.
Yeah.
This looks like it could be down the road from that.
Okay, so Duck Bavis on the other end of the line there. They're talking about a specific round because one thing I don't think many people realize is that separated highways like this are really uncommon, especially in less developed countries. Super uncommon around the spot. So for example, in Bolivia, there's only one stretch of road that's a divided highway. And in Peru, it's only along the coast. So I wouldn't be surprised if there aren't many in Guatemala. And that's why these two are able to pinpoint a bit more here. But let's see what the guess is.
Okay.
I'm going to send it.
Yeah, I like it.
Alright, and he goes to the map. So the CA2 was the one that Duck called out here. Looking somewhere further towards the mountains. Oh!
nice.
Classic Panda reaction, man. Right, so one thing I didn't catch there that I just caught at the end is that they weren't actually playing the world map, so they didn't even know if it was Guatemala necessarily. And they were all debating the country, and then all of a sudden, they get 2 kilometers away, which is pretty crazy, and big shout outs to our man, Hey Panda there. Okay, let's head through to the next one here, which is another clip I've seen before, and this one is by Chicago Geographer as well. We'll see what happened on this one. You guys are going to enjoy this. This is truly one of the sickest GeoGuessr clips in existence, in my opinion, so let's see.
I like the Canaries even more because of this, I don't know. It's gonna be good.
So for context, they're playing a map which you may have seen me play before, where you're always faced away from the road, and so it makes it really difficult to guess. And on this particular round, all they can see is the bit of the road, these rocks, and this like wall. So it would seem to be almost impossible, but as you'll see, it wasn't, so let's go.
The ambulance is here to save me from guessing. Yeah, they're here to collect me when we get this wrong and I just have a heart attack. Are we going, dude? We're on 18, yes we are. This is really good.
Yo, not to mention, as Phineas and CG just said, they're on 18 streak here. The world record on solo is 21, so they were on really, really nice pace, and I believe this score did end up getting them on the leaderboard. So let's see what actually happens here.
I'm waiting until we're sure. Easy 5K? I trust it, I trust it.
Okay, he's going to go for the guess.
That's fucking crazy, dude. What?
5,000 points on that round is simply ridiculous.
How? How do you 5K off of that? I don't understand how.
That clip is actually wild. So I think it was Jakku who called it out in the chat, unless I'm mistaken. And it just goes to show, man, the world is a small place. People can recognize the exact stretch of road just from having seen that wall before or something, which is, it's just crazy. And as you can see, it actually does border a like airport here. So it does kind of make sense in like a logistical standpoint, but like that is really quite insane. Okay, next one titled OMG, It's Switzerland by Germa985. Not a GeoGuessr player that I'm aware of. So let's see what happens on this round.
Shit, there's a flag right there. What is it? Oh my god! It's Switzerland!
Dude, the fact that he clicks check here is too good there. And you can see, like, it does actually look like a Swiss flag, but of course, from the like tropical landscape and the flatness, it can't be Switzerland. It's going to be somewhere in Singapore here, I think. So let's see what happens with his Czechia guess here.
What?
Ah. I love how the rest of the clip is just silence. It's like fully 0 to 100. He screams it's Switzerland and then... I actually love that reaction. That truly deserves to be on the top GeoGuessr clips, I think. Okay, we're back with our friend Pando for the next one. Insane ranked 2v2 guess. Let's see what you got, Pando. I'm keen to see it. He's sipping on some beer or something.
Yes.
And let's see. Okay, there. Calling Australia. He's back with Duck Bavis.
Is this ever?
He's lining up the road angle. That's one of like Pando's strengths as a player. Good at like that 5K type of stuff.
Yeah, I think it could be there. I think it could possibly be out here, but I'm not sure.
Okay, he's finding road angles that fit here. Zooms in here. I like this. I like this. Like the vegetation and the landscape fit from what I know about that highway. He goes for it.
A switch there. Oh
my god!
Yo, Panda reactions are just something else, bro. That's fantastic. And it's also kind of funny because it was before even double damage. So it wasn't that much damage, but the reaction is warranted. It was a very, very nice guess, and you know, it's the man himself.
Fucking go!
Holy shit, Panda.
Okay, back with some more Northern Lion. This one's called Northern Lion Recognizes Street, and before I even start it, we got these Polish-style street signs with the red at the bottom. They're quite common in Warsaw and can be found elsewhere. So let's see if he actually does figure it out here.
That's Poland, dude. Wait, Ulica! We're in Croatia.
Oh no. Oh no. This is not Croatian language.
There's a great Croatian restaurant on Ulica Street.
Okay, so a quick bit of context here. Ulica is the word for street in a number of different Eastern European languages, including like Russian, Polish, Croatian, I think Serbian, a bunch of those ex-Yugoslav countries as well. It's also Utca in Hungarian, which is kind of interesting, but yeah. But clearly Northern Lion kind of demonstrating why a little bit of knowledge is kind of sometimes worse than no knowledge at all. But let's see how he actually goes on the guess here. Ah.
Ulica is street in any Slavic language?
Of course, someone in the chat had the answer there. That's kind of funny and unfortunate. At the start of the video, he said he thought it was Poland, so he should have just stuck with his initial vibe. Okay, now we are at the most viewed Twitch clip on the Geoguessr category of all time, and it is with our good friend GeoWizard. So let's see what he pulls out of the bag here.
I can't see any French, but I don't know. I'm going to go Senegal.
So it looks like he's playing no moving, panning, or zooming here, I think. Senegal is a good guess here with this kind of sandy road. I definitely like that.
Let's go Tuba.
Tuba.
The Great Mosque. Is that what I'm looking at in the distance?
Okay, so he's playing no moving. Saw the Great Mosque in the center of the city, and he does see a relatively large mosque there.
We'll soon see.
Just trying to line it up here. It is pretty north to south. We can see the road is roughly running that way. Dude, that guess is sick. Let's see the reaction here.
I am speechless. I am absolutely speechless at that.
Yeah, I love the way he says that. That is truly one of the most legendary GeoGuessr guesses of all time. And what it is about this clip is that it's such a GeoWizard clip where like he's just going off vibes, you know, he kind of picks out a city based on how he's vibing it. And then instead of using some fancy technique or whatever, he just looks in the distance and sees what a lot of other GeoGuessr players might not see, but some real life detail, you know. And that, plus his really good like directional sense that he has, is what led him to get such a bonkers guess. And I mean, this one truly is bonkers. To pick the right street based on just like eyeballing the distance, it's just so cool to me. I really enjoy that clip.
That just looks ridiculous.
It does. and the fact that it happened live on stream as well, like you can't make it up, and he certainly didn't. So man, that is truly deserving of the 130,000 views it has here, and just an incredible guess. Well guys, that is going to be it for today's video. I hope you guys really enjoyed watching it. Thank you for making it all the way to the end. Well, GeoWizard, I know you've stumbled across my channel a few times, and if you happen to be watching at this stage, I would like to extend an invitation for you to come and collab on my channel, or vice versa. I do have a number of good ideas, so if you're watching this, do hit me up on the email in my channel description or on Discord or something. Guys, thank you very much for watching the video all the way to the end. I hope you really enjoyed it. Do give the video a like if you did, and yeah, I'll see you guys in another Geoguessr video very soon. Till next time, guys, and goodbye.